Hey guys, welcome back to Puffet Lauda, and welcome back to Eltcreed being Eltcreed, and we were just smooched for no reason. I don't know what the heck he was trying to do, but I guess we're just gonna continue, and hopefully it will not escalate to the point where I have to like censor the entire video. Yes, I mean, sure, but that's not what You can't do this!
誰が許さないと言うんですか？エルタクリード・バーレンティンを罰せられる者はこのリベラリタスには存在しませんよ。さあ、レッスンの続きをしましょう。
No, thank you. Wait,
こうして。何度も繰り返すのがバードキス。唇全体を包み込めば。
I feel bad for the voice actor. He's gotta kiss his own hand while he's voicing it like I couldn't reject my employer too forcefully. I wanted to make him stop, but my objections were brushed away.
バインドキスです。まだ続けますか?
Continue? The kissing had already left me breathless. Great. That's so... I need to restart. The kissing had already left me breathless. I leaned against his chest. There's still more after all this? That wasn't all?
いえいえ。今のは全て受け身だったでしょ。キスは互いの気持ちを確かめるもの。君にも求めてもらえれば、俺も君ももっと楽しめます。
Fun? I've resolved to not be toyed with any longer, and gently but firmly pushed myself away. Let's keep it at this for the day.
いいですよ。今日はということは、後日を期待していいんですね。
Eltcreed leaned down and whispered, I look forward to it, into my ear before he gently bit my earlobe. Oh, God! Jesus Christ! This is... It's no longer PG. Rate me, rated R, rated mature, not for everyone. Wah!
好きですよ。今。そそられます。ですが、さすがに不眠でことに及ぶのは大変ですから。今日のレッスンはここまで。
That's disgusting. Go to bed.
続きは今度。ゆっくりしましょうね。
He's literally a predator. Good night. I ran towards my room before he could give me an answer. He's a predator. I could hear him chuckling as I left. He's like the creepy uncle. Oh God, maybe not uncle. That's kind of disgusting. I closed the door behind me and leaned against it. I blushed as I touched the earlobe he had bitten. What was all that about? Today and just now? Again and again, Eltcreed had talked to me about love. It wasn't that I felt he was wrong about anything. I just didn't understand and it confused me. And then he kissed me. A light kiss, a couple of quick kisses, and then he enveloped my lips with his. What Eltcreed had said wheeled through my mind like a flock of disoriented birds. I'm not going to remember anything if... No, this isn't even about learning and remembering. I'm not studying anything. I shook my head, hoping to forget everything, and undid the clasp on my sword belt. I saw people in the Heights kissing, but in the Heights, only married couples kissed, and only in private. There was no law against doing it in public. When I saw people engage in it where others could see, I'd always looked away, feeling as if I was seeing something wicked. I would have never thought of doing that with someone I wasn't married or even engaged to. The ways of the depths are so scary. I looked into the mirror and touched my lips. and a kiss where more happened than our lips touching. I felt strange. I couldn't tell whether it was due to what we'd done or because I did it with Eltcreed specifically. I wondered whether Eltcreed was able to just kiss about anybody like he had kissed me. If he's kissing even me, it must mean nothing more than shaking hands to him. I changed into my nightwear and lay on the bed with a pillow held to my chest. I thought a kiss was something special. I couldn't decide whether I wanted, or really wanted, to adopt this part of their culture. Understanding love is so hard. Eltcreed. Oh, you fuck. God. I'm gonna have to rate all of these just rated M. Good night. And then she left. Oh, whoops, that's his voice. And then she left, her face beat red.
俺がしたのはキスだけだというのに。
Yeah, and you stuck your tongue in and you were doing all these moaning sounds and stuff. I was a little shocked that she had acted like we had just had our first time.
あのさ、手、早すぎない？
God! Ulrich saw all of it. I put my glasses back on and looked towards the sofa where Ulrich was lying. He was looking at me, only his upper body raised from the sofa, and holding a thick book to his chest.
ああ、気づかなかった。
なんだよそれ。わざとらしい。見せびらかしたんじゃないの？
Ew! I walked over and plopped myself down next to him.
俺にはそういう趣味はない。とは言い切りませんけど。
言い切らないのかよ。
No!
ノーマルな行為を続けていたら飽きるでしょ。アブノーマルもたまには楽しいですよ。
Ew.
どうでもいい。興味ない。
パスタだってそうです。同じ味を食べ続けるとたまにおかしな味を試したくなるでしょ。
Oh, pasta.
エロとパスタを同列に考えられるエルトの頭がおかしいと思う。
He thinks that sex and pasta are the same thing.
ウルリク、言っておきますけど、パスタはエロいですよ。
We need to put this. This is the title of the thing. I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that? Yeah, I can. TLC says worse things in their titles. Pasta is a deeply sexual dish is the name of this episode.
なんだよその親切。逆に興味深いんだけど。
スープ系のパスタを食べている女性は、口の中に入れた後、高確率で唇を舐めます。そそられませんか？
You get turned on by watching people eat? Eltcreed's a feeder. Oh god, this is not the route I want to go.
そそられねえよ。いちいち相手の口元見て飯食うかよ。バカじゃないの。バカ。
Yeah, thank you, Ulrich.
ぼっちにはわからないんですね。かわいそうに。わかりました。次はスープ系のパスタを作りますから、俺の唇を見ていてください。
Oh, Jesus Christ.
誰が見るかよ、気持ち悪い。だいたいエルトは男だろ。
ウルリク、それ本気で言っていますか？
何が？
俺が男だってことがです。確たる証拠を見たことがあるというのですか？
Oh, no.
ないけど、どっからどう見てもそうだろ。女好きだし、はべらしてるし。
わかりませんよ。蓋を開けてみたら、百合の花園が広がっているかもしれません。
As happy as I am with Eltcreed being part of the LGBTQ community, what is happening?
その蓋開けずに固く閉じてテープで巻いて川底に沈めてやりたい。っていうか、話戻すけどさ、キスするの早くないか？
I agree.
手を出せと言ったのはそっちでしょ？
What?
はあ？出しそうとは言ったけど、出せとは言ってないっての。あんなに翻弄しちゃってさ。キスが原因で仕事がおぼつかなくなって、護衛の仕事をおろそかにされた結果、エルトが死んだとしても、それって自己責任だと思う。
愛のために死ぬ。悪くないですね。
バカ、死ぬのは悪いことだろ。あいつは女だし、同じ屋敷で住むんだから、そういう関係になるのは自然だろうけど。 やっぱ手を出すの早すぎ。実は惚れてる？
恋焦がれるほどではありませんけど、惹かれていますね。そうでなければ雇いませんよ。しかし、ちゃんと女性として見れているのかは自信がありません。
Lord.
相手は騎士様だから。
それもあります。あと、彼女が上界出身だからですね。恋愛とは縁がなかった方を自由奔放な俺が振り回してもいいものかと。
自由って自覚あったんだ。ってそれはさておき、心配してるにしてはめちゃくちゃ振り回してないか？
そんなことはありません。俺なりに手加減しているつもりです。あの流れであればベッドまで持ち込めますよ。
Oh, he's so gross, guys. God.
でもしなかった。寝てしまえばその瞬間から他の女性と同じように思えてしまう気がして。彼女は彼女で神聖なままでいてほしい。でもそばにいるなら触れたいですし、もっと俺のことを知ってほしい。
I feel like the writers
これ
must
っ
have
て
just...
恋でしょうか？
They must have like just gotten hella drunk and been like, let's make the most gaudy, like gaudy romanceable option. God.
恋っていうか変だよ。
わかる。
わかるじゃないっての。あんたってほんと思考が無茶苦茶で全然理解できない。
ミステリアスなところが魅力的と照れますね。
Poor Ulrich.
褒めてない。
しかしすみません。同性の方からの濃厚な愛はお断りしているので。
そういう気持ちも一切ないから。僕って優しいよな。こんなあんたの話し相手になってあげてさ。感謝しなよ。
していますよ。いつもありがとうございます。愛していますよ、ウルリク。
やめて。僕は誰の愛も受け付けてない。そんなのどうでもいい。そんな生き方でよく女に刺されたりしないね。
That's true.
うまくて器用なんですよ。なんでもね。
下ネタはやめろよ。
Oh, I didn't even think of it like that. Oh my god.
別にそういうああ、はい、うまい、器用をそう捉えたと。いやはや、18歳の発想は素晴らしいですね。
Oh my god. You don't use the word thrust in a sentence and not make it... Oh god.
はあ、無意識で言ってたのかよ。変態かよ。
まあ、変態同士仲良くしましょ
うるさい。僕は変態じゃない
とか言って、今読んでるのもエロ本だったりするんでしょ？
違う、専門書だ。
専門？マニアックな。
バカ、何想像してんのバカ。いい、帰る。バイバイ、死ね。
Die in a fire. I love him.
ほんと、ウルリクはからかうと面白いですね。さて、俺はどうするべきなんでしょうね。
I always loved showing my love to others. I was good at it, but I normally did it only when I knew I was welcome.
人の期待に応えるのは得意なんですけど。
The kiss had been different. Besides, I'd hired her because I wanted to, not because I had to. I'd exploited her circumstances, telling her that this was her best chance because I wanted her to be close to me.
彼女は純粋だ。あれこれ理由をつければ俺に従ってくれる。ウルリクに言ったことは過言じゃない。寝ることなんて本当にたやすい。
But with Krimu, I found it hard to want that. It didn't feel right to sully the innocent night. At the same time, though, I wanted to know her better. As a woman, I wanted her. The kisses had been the result of that conflict.
俺も若いですし、この包みが いつまで持つかはわかりませんけど。
Control yourself! You are 25, Eltcreed! Ugh. I touched my lips and thought of her.
怪我したくないというのは本心です。努力しないといけませんね。
Ugh. Ugh. Why? Morning. I woke up according to schedule, dressed, and put on my sword belt. I wonder what's going to happen today. I stared into the mirror absent-mindedly and touched my lips. What was I thinking? I need to consider my guard duties. Eltcreed is my employer, and I'm his guard. Besides, kissing is more like a greeting in the depths. He never said as much, but it was an easy assumption to draw based on the events of the previous day. I shouldn't overthink it. It carries no special meaning. You've gotten an important mission, Cremutastella. Clear your mind. I slapped my own cheeks to distract myself. Okay, let's go. Eltcreed is awake. Eltcreed was sitting on the sofa, reading a newspaper. I approached him, taking care that it didn't look like I was disturbed by what had happened. I have to talk and act like always. Good morning, Eltcreed.
はい、おはようございます。朝食はあちらに用意させてますので、お好きにどうぞ。今日も護衛よろしくお願いします。
Yes, I will. That went strangely normally. He spoke as evenly and as politely as always. His demeanor was exceedingly normal and not in the least unsettling. Still, I felt something was wrong. Haven't been here long enough to judge what's normal and what isn't, but as soon as he'd finished talking, he had reverted his gaze to the newspaper and not looked at me again or uttered a single word. I poured myself a glass of water in an uncomfortable silence. With a small platter of bread and my glass of water, I sat down at the table. Are we going to the bank today?
はい、俺は銀行員ですから。
I could only respond to that with a nod. I will protect you on the way.
道中の心配は不要かと。今日は馬車で向かいますので。
The carriage? How unusual. The bank wasn't far from the mansion. Normally, Eltcreed walked there.
はい、呼び出しを受けておりまして、午後から立区へ赴かなくてはいけません。
Another district. Outside Liberalitas, then?
はい。面白くない遠出ですけど、来ますか？
Absolutely. You would be in more danger outside your city. I need to accompany you as your guard.
護衛として、
Is something wrong?
ああ、いえ。そうですね。君は護衛です。間違いありません。
He thanked me for my protection and looked back at the newspaper. Something is wrong. Yeah, I was gonna say something's really wrong. I went over the day's appointments. The bank in the morning, another district in the afternoon. Going by carriage was far safer than walking, but it didn't offer perfect protection. There might be a highway robbery or an attack as we embark. Have to be alert. In the afternoon, we went outside Liberalitas by carriage directly from the bank. Our destination was Temperantia. Apparently, it was the largest district in the depths with the longest history. That was all Eltcreed told me inside the carriage. As the one in charge of guard duties, this lets me concentrate better, but I still felt something was odd as I stared out the window. A gray world of machines and smoke. Is all the depths like this and not just Liberalitas? For someone like me, who had been convinced the depths had no civilization whatsoever, it was overwhelming. I went on a mission, and I'm sure I could just stare at it forever. But I couldn't. The danger of attacks was real. I touched the hilt of my sword, waiting patiently for us to arrive. Wow, bougie life. Eventually, we stopped in the front of a large building and were led into a generous reception room. Everything looked like it came from the heights. This room reminds me so much of the heights. The furniture, the decorations. Except for the more humid air, I would have been convinced I was in the Heights.
今から100年ほど前に浄化式の内装が流行ったそうで、この部屋はその名残でしょ
The people hated the Heights, but their designs were popular?
う。ウルリクは人参が嫌いですが、野菜全部が嫌いなわけではありません。そういうことです。
I see. It sort of made sense, but not really. As I pondered his strange explanation, a door opened and an aging man appeared. He carried papers bound with string. And we're going to stop here. Oh, man. I mean, at least Eltcreed, like, maybe he listened to me. Maybe he was just like, you know what? Jenny needs to still be able to post videos and not get, like, flagged as inappropriate. So, I'm gonna tone it down. But, I don't know. Let's see next time. This is the place where Eltcreed got his cigarettes and gave them to Burger. So, we'll see in the next episode if we get more cigarettes, I guess. I don't know. Or if Burger shows up. That'd be worst case scenario.